La Ciudad de Mexico es hermosa. Mexico City is so beautiful. I love Mexico City. Me encanta Mexico. Just can't wait to see the pyramids today. Well, my spirits is the spirit of Mexico. Come on, let's go.
Years, 1300s to 1500s. During those 200 years, we had 11 different rulers, 11 different emperors. Among the most famous, Moctezuma, Cuitláhuac, and Cuauhtémoc. Now you know Cuauhtémoc was the last Aztec ruler. And now you know it was Moctezuma with 63 years old, the one that was able to encounter Hernán Cortés first. Can you guys see the roundabout back in there with a person on top of it? That one back in there, most of the monuments in Mexico City, many of the monuments of Mexico City will glorify national heroes that belong to pre-Hispanic times. That one in particular is Cuitláhuac, Moctezuma's brother. Cuitláhuac was the second of last Aztec ruler. Unfortunately, Cuitláhuac, even though he did his best to defend his city from confrontation, Cuitláhuac will die because of smallpox. So after 2 months of being elected the second of last Aztec ruler, he will die because of that reason. And that's why Cuauhtémoc, with 19 years old, was the last opportunity for the Aztec society to represent some resistance against the Spanish. And even though Cuauhtémoc did his best to defend this place, once downtown area was completely lost, on behalf of the Aztec army, now you know this place became the last stronghold. This is the place where Cuauhtémoc was able to find shelter. And this is the last place where the last battles took place. After 80 days of resistance, the war was lost. Cuauhtémoc, trying to escape in a wooden canoe with the rest of his family, was captured back in that corner. After being captured, Cuauhtémoc was taken to Hernán Cortés in downtown area. He was kept as a prisoner. He was tortured. His feet were burned with pig's fat, which is nice and boiling. The reason why Cuauhtémoc was kept alive is because they wanted for him to reveal the secret about the right location of Moctezuma's treasure. A big room with lots of gold, silver, turquoise, jade, flint, cocoa, feathers, and animal skin. August 13, 1521, back in that corner, when Cuauhtémoc was captured, it's known and considered as the end and the collapse of the Mexica Empire and the beginning of a new normal, a new reality, with the establishment of the royal audience and, of course, the evangelization process. Besides the territorial conquests, one of the main concerns of the half of the King and Queen of Spain is their religious conquest, making sure people go from a pagan religion to Catholicism.
Welcome to the home of Aztecs, the Aztec empires, who has been in Mexico City for 700 years before. This culture is highly influenced by the Aztec wisdom, their way of life. It's all about the Mexican that has been reformed today. There's so much to learn from these Aztecs, known as the culture that is still a mystery to the scientists, to the archaeologists around the world. This is the empire of Aztecs in Mexico City. Nahuatl was the language of the Aztecs. Everything we see today in Mexico City was influenced by these Aztecs, who came to this land 700 years before. This is the great empire of Aztecs. The civilization is still a mystery to the world. Tlatelolco represents the last greatness of the Aztec Empire, Tlatelolco. The first university ever built in the American history. And this is what symbol of philosophy, history. This is the place, Tlatelolco, the most important place for humanity, where the different religion beliefs just started to become one belief to understand one God. During the construction of Tlatelolco housing complex, the architects decided to take off the main facade of Tecpan, removing by its parts. Later they put it together again to encourage the secondary convent facade. Two-level facade is typically of century, and thanks to the great commentary stone that was able to be turned into a building. We know that it was in the year 1776 the victory Antonio Maria Buscalio ordered the building rebuilt as well as the church. See, it's an important chapter for humanity. This is where the different religion beliefs starts to believe that there is one God. This is a place where the knowledge evolved. It represents the history of humanity, where different religion beliefs starts to revolve, believe that there is one God.